The life you are living right now will not exist in the same way after this period. This is not to create fear, but to ensure you are prepared. This is a critical lunar energy shift that will touch every single soul on this planet, whether they are aware of it or not. The days are not going to be normal. Before we go any deeper into this urgent transmission, I need you to do 3 things right now to anchor your energy and protect your frequency. First, like this message to send a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving this cosmic download. Second, subscribe to Infinity Beyond and hit the notification bell to stay aligned with the updates. And third, take a deep breath and ground yourself. You are about to remember something that your soul already knows. There's a strange tension in the air, a feeling that time is bending and the veil is thinning. You might have noticed heightened emotions, vivid dreams, sudden synchronicities, or even a sense of restlessness. These are not coincidences. These are signs. You are being prepared for what is coming between July 13th and 15th. This isn't just about personal emotions or transformation. This is collective, a global energetic shift. We're talking about a moment that aligns with powerful astrological placements and karmic cycles. The moon will be full in Capricorn at 21 degrees, a master degree in astrology representing a climax of responsibility, systems, structure, and consequences. This specific point often correlates with global events, exposure of hidden truths, and the collapse of old paradigms. Capricorn is the sign of the architect. It rules governments, corporations, institutions, and authority. When a full moon shines its light here, it reveals cracks in those structures. Expect revelations, expect endings, expect karmic debts to be called in. This is a spiritual audit from the universe. But it's not just astrology, it's energy. You may feel your body vibrating differently. You may be guided to spend more time in nature, avoid technology, or reconnect with your intuition. Your soul knows what it's doing. Follow it. And while the mainstream world may dismiss this as superstition, those who are tuned in understand. This is a call to awaken, to remember why you're here, to purge what no longer serves, and realign with your higher purpose. The days leading up to this period are a portal. You are invited to shed limiting beliefs, toxic patterns, and external dependencies. Ask yourself, who am I when the noise is gone? What truths am I afraid to face? The planetary alignments are not accidents. They are cosmic instructions, encoded blueprints for evolution. If you're watching this, it's not by chance. You were meant to hear this. As we approach July 13th to 15th, notice what collapses around you and within you. These collapses are not punishment. They are invitations. Let go of resistance. Let go of fear. Let go of pretending. Infinity Beyond will be guiding you through this reset step by step. Stay tuned and trust that the universe is orchestrating something greater than we can comprehend. The reset isn't coming. It's already begun. The cosmic tension is reaching a breaking point. This is not merely a personal experience. It's a planetary recalibration. During July 13th to 15, 2025, we are stepping into a window of time that the ancients feared and awaited. Astrologers across history warned about celestial alignments such as this one. Alignments that do not whisper, but roar. The full moon in Capricorn at 21 degrees is not random. It's a celestial punctuation mark in the sentence of history. This degree is known as a critical karmic point, linked to justice, correction, and truth revelation. It doesn't just highlight problems, it forces them into light. Capricorn governs all forms of structure. Think governments, economic systems, legal frameworks, corporations, education, healthcare, everything we've been taught to rely on. When this kind of lunar energy lands in Capricorn, those structures are tested. They either evolve or collapse. Think about the systems in your life right now. Do they serve truth or convenience? Are they rooted in integrity or illusion? This full moon will shine a ruthless light on the cracks in those foundations. During this time, you may feel confused, overwhelmed, or even disoriented. That's not failure. That's your spirit adjusting to a new frequency. There is no going back after this. And why would you want to? The old world was built on outdated values, fear, control, disconnection. The universe is inviting you to participate in something better. Behind the scenes, many are awakening. You're not alone. From ancient prophecies to quantum physics, there's a shared knowing emerging that our consciousness is evolving faster than our systems can handle. That's why they're breaking. Into Infinity Beyond is here to help you navigate this shift. You'll need discernment, spiritual tools, and inner clarity. Do not expect external leaders to guide you. You must become your own guide. Expect surprising truths to surface, both in the world and in your inner life. Secrets will be revealed. Power will be redistributed. Some will cling to the past, while others boldly step into the unknown. Which will you choose? The moon is a magnifier, and when it peaks in a sign like Capricorn, it's not just emotional, it's structural. This lunation might bring financial revelations, public scandals, legal upheavals, or even natural events that reflect the chaos of inner transformation. As within, so without. But here's the key. The collapse is not the end, it's the clearing. Think of it like a forest fire. Devastating, yes, but also regenerative. This is a chance to rebuild something real, soul-aligned, and sustainable. Over these 3 days, try to remain grounded. Journal your thoughts. Notice what is being pulled from your life. Don't fight the pull. Trust that what's being removed is making space for something far greater. There's also a spiritual dimension to this alignment. Some believe these days mark a thinning of the veil, a moment when ancestral guidance, divine downloads, and heightened intuition will become accessible. Pay attention to dreams. Pay attention to signs. Your soul is speaking. Infinity Beyond will continue bringing you these cosmic updates so that you stay informed, centered, and empowered. Remember, the breakdown is part of the breakthrough. Let the old fall so the new can rise. This is not about surviving the storm. It's about understanding it, dancing with it, letting it sculpt you into the person you were born to become. You felt it, that invisible pressure building under the surface of your life. Maybe it started as restlessness, or a sense that something's off. Maybe your relationships feel strained. Your job feels hollow. Your routines feel outdated. These aren't glitches. They're spiritual signals. From July 13th to 15th, 2025, we're stepping into a spiritual earthquake. And like a real earthquake, it doesn't only crack the ground. It breaks open everything built on unsteady foundations, including beliefs, attachments, and identities. This is not a time to ignore your inner world. In fact, the universe is demanding your full attention, and not in a fearful way, but in a liberating one. This energy is here to free you. But first, it must confront you. Full moons have always been portals of release, but a full moon in Capricorn, at a master degree, that's sacred fire. It burns away falseness, ego illusions, and structures that no longer match your soul's frequency. If it's fake, it breaks. You might lose people. You might walk away from careers. You might suddenly realize you've outgrown your environment, and it might hurt. But here's the truth. What is removed during this time is what was blocking your next level. Think of it like an earthquake that shifts tectonic plates. After the shaking stops, new mountains rise. Oceans shift. The map is never the same, and neither will you be. Infinity Beyond urges you to treat these 3 days not as danger, but as divine opportunity. Prepare not by stockpiling supplies, but by strengthening your spirit. Meditate, reflect, write, walk barefoot, speak less, listen more. Look for the small cracks in your emotional field, where anger, fear, or shame leak out. Those are not flaws, they are invitations. Every breakdown in your life is secretly a breakthrough, waiting to be claimed. You may notice physical symptoms too: fatigue, headaches, sleep disruptions, emotional waves. These are signs that your body is recalibrating to a new vibration. Rest when needed. Hydrate. Stay offline if you feel overloaded. And most of all, trust the process. On a collective level, we are entering a soul storm. Expect protests, financial instability, sudden policy shifts, even climate events. But remember, the external chaos is a mirror of internal transformation. Don't panic. Observe. Respond. Don't react. This is the universe upgrading our frequency. Old karmic timelines are collapsing. New blueprints are being downloaded. If you resist, it will hurt more. If you flow, it will liberate you. And amidst the noise, you'll begin to hear something profound. Your true self, the one beyond programming, beyond roles, beyond fear. This version of you has waited lifetimes to emerge. Infinity Beyond invites you to prepare spiritually. Light a candle with intention. Cleanse your space with sage or sound. Call upon ancestors. Align with your higher self. Ask, what am I ready to release? What am I ready to become? The time of sleepwalking is over. The time of remembrance has arrived. You are not a victim of this shift. You are a co-creator. July 13th to 15 is not the end of your story. It's the prologue to your true one. The countdown isn't coming. It's already begun. For those tuned into the frequencies of the universe, you may have noticed that time feels different. Days blur, hours stretch, moments repeat or disappear. It's not your imagination, it's the shift. Between July 13th and 15th, 2025, we'll pass through a corridor of energy so potent it may begin to warp our perception of reality itself. And no, this isn't science fiction. This is cosmic physics. The full moon in Capricorn aligns with not only karmic degrees, but also with outer planetary aspects that are rewriting energetic grids across Earth. These cosmic structures, often invisible, affect time, gravity, and human consciousness in subtle but undeniable ways. When they shift, we shift. Our routines falter. Our focus drifts. We question reality. And that's the point. The universe is pulling you out of the matrix and into the unknown, into the real, infinity beyond. Invites you to observe, not panic. These symptoms are not failures. They are awakenings. When you feel disoriented, ask yourself, what part of me is trying to hold on to the old? What part is afraid to let go? You see, reality as we know it was built upon linear constructs. Time, logic, hierarchy, control. But your soul is non-linear. It exists outside of clocks, borders, and systems. That's why during times like this, you feel called inward, out of the calendar and into your own knowing. Don't be surprised if synchronicities increase. Numbers repeating. Dreams becoming vivid. Animals acting strangely. These are codes and spiritual breadcrumbs reminding you that you are more than flesh and bone. You are frequency. During this energetic window, many will begin to question not only the world, but themselves. What do I actually believe? Who told me that was true? What if everything I've assumed about life was just scaffolding for a deeper truth I'm now ready to see? This cosmic countdown is like a software update for your soul. And like any update, the system must shut down for a moment to reboot. Things may appear chaotic on the surface, but beneath it, Sacred order is being restored. You may notice old memories resurfacing unexpectedly, sudden creative bursts, emotional swings that come and go rapidly, a desire to be alone, or an aversion to noise and crowds. These are not malfunctions, they're realignments. The closer we get to the exact dates, the more intense this will feel. Some will resist, others will collapse. But those who remember, those who feel this truth in their bones, will rise. Infinity Beyond encourages you to trust the mystery. The countdown isn't just toward a date, it's toward a dimension. One where truth, light, and soul finally lead the way. This isn't about the end of the world, it's the end of illusion, the end of pretending, the end of silent suffering. It's the start of something real. Let the countdown guide you. Let the symptoms inform you. And let this video remind you, you're not crazy. You're awakening. On July 13th to 15th, stand still beneath the stars. Feel the pulse of the universe. Close your eyes and listen. Something ancient is calling you back to who you truly are. What if you've been asleep your whole life, and only now are beginning to wake up? The energies leading into July 13th to 15th, 2025, are not simply shaking the systems around us, they are stirring the deepest levels of our identity. This is not just astrology, it's remembrance, and it's calling your soul forward. You may have noticed it already, that growing feeling that something within you is shifting, that the things you used to care about no longer feel important, that conversations that once engaged you now seem hollow, that you crave silence more than noise, truth more than distraction. This is what soul awakening feels like. It's not dramatic. It's subtle, like a breeze through ancient trees, like a memory you can't quite name, but feel with your entire being. The celestial alignments of mid-July are not accidental. They are a cosmic key, unlocking a part of your DNA long forgotten. Science may not yet explain it, but mystics across time knew it. Your body carries codes, dormant truths waiting for activation. During this window, those codes begin to vibrate. They are nudging you back to your soul path, the reason you came to Earth in this lifetime. This awakening may feel disorienting at first. You may grieve old versions of yourself. You may lose interest in surface-level goals. That's okay. It's part of the sacred unraveling. Infinity Beyond encourages you to embrace this unraveling, not fear it. The world will offer resistance, distractions, fear-mongering, and noise, but your soul knows better. It seeks alignment, silence, truth. You may notice you're drawn to ancient knowledge or spiritual teachings. You experience flashbacks of childhood wonder or even past lives. You feel called to create, to heal, or to serve in ways that defy logic. You sense a deeper connection to nature, animals, or the cosmos. These are signs you're remembering, not learning, remembering. You already hold the answers. This period simply removes the interference. Capricorn's full moon energy may seem harsh to the ego because it challenges control, identity, and structure. But to the soul, it is sacred fire. It clears the static and burns away everything that is not you. This is a time to ask, who am I without my job title, my history, my roles? Who am I when I sit in stillness? You'll find that you are not your pain, not your story, not your past. You are awareness, presence, light, and as the world shakes, that light becomes the only constant, the anchor, the guide. John, Infinity Beyond, reminds you, you are not alone in this awakening. Millions around the globe are experiencing similar shifts, sometimes silently, sometimes bravely. Together, we are forming a new grid of consciousness on this planet. A network of awakened beings who remember, we are creators, not victims. We are love, not fear. We are infinite, not limited. Let this July be the spark. Let this moment be your invitation. The world needs your light, not someday, but now. It's not just a cosmic event, it's a soul revolution. And you are here, not by accident, but by divine design. For thousands of years, spiritual traditions have spoken of the veil, a subtle boundary between the physical and the metaphysical, the seen and the unseen. This veil has kept humanity focused on the material world, often blind to the multidimensional nature of existence. But from July 13 to 15, 2025, something extraordinary begins to happen. The veil starts to lift. It won't look like a Hollywood movie. No thunderclaps, no explosions. Instead, it will feel like a deep knowing, a shift in perception. A moment where what once felt foggy now appears sharp, where questions you've carried for years suddenly have answers. And those answers don't come from books, they come from within. This veil thinning is being triggered by a perfect storm of cosmic alignments. The full moon in Capricorn at a karmic degree, Uranus influencing the subconscious, and solar flares intensifying electromagnetic fields around Earth. Combined, these forces open subtle gateways. Dreams become more vivid. Synchronicities multiply. Past life memories surface. Hidden emotions rise for healing. You may even hear intuitive messages more clearly, as if your inner voice has become louder. Infinity Beyond encourages you not to dismiss these moments as coincidence. They are messages, clues. The universe is whispering, you are more than you think. During this portal, you may experience sudden flashes of insight, vivid dreams or visitations, a sense of time slowing down or speeding up. Déjà vu, even in unfamiliar places. This is your subconscious aligning with the greater field of collective memory, often called the Akashic Records or quantum field. When the veil thins, you gain access to higher knowledge. Not in a linear way, but in a felt way. Capricorn's influence ensures that this isn't just mysticism, it's practical awakening. What you uncover during this time can be used. You might finally understand a toxic pattern. You may feel called to end a relationship, begin a healing journey, or change your career path. You might even discover psychic gifts, dreams that predict outcomes, sensitivity to energy, the ability to feel others' emotions clearly. These are not new powers, they are ancient ones being reactivated. And as more people awaken, the matrix begins to glitch. You'll notice strange behavior in those around you. Some may resist, mock, or fear what they don't understand. That's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk through the veil at the same time, but if you're here, watching Infinity Beyond, you are one of the early risers, a soul that came here to remember and to help others do the same. The thinning veil doesn't just show you what's out there, it shows you who you are. You'll remember that you are not just a body. You are awareness, incarnated in a temporary vessel, here for a very specific reason. So listen deeply during this window. Observe the signs. Trust your intuition. Your guides are closer than ever. The messages will come in whispers, numbers, animals, emotions, songs. Follow the trail, and know this, what you're discovering is not fantasy. It's reality, a deeper one that's always been here, waiting for you to see. This is what July 2025 is really about. The apocalypse, from the Greek apokalypsis, doesn't mean destruction. It means unveiling. The truth is emerging. The veil is lifting. And you were born for this moment. You've made it this far. That alone means something. The fact that you've followed this journey, listened to the whispers of your intuition, and chosen awareness over distraction, you are aligning. Because what's happening between July 13th and July 15th, 2025, isn't just a reset out there. It's a recalibration in here, inside your being. This is the signal many of us have been waiting for, consciously or unconsciously. The energies converging now are sacred, ancient, and powerful beyond words. They don't ask for perfection. They ask for presence. So how do you align? First, silence is sacred. In the coming days, make space for stillness. Turn off the noise. Let your thoughts settle like dust in sunlight. The clarity will come. Second, detox. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Clean up what clutters your field. This isn't about control. It's about creating a container strong enough to hold light. Purify your inputs, your food, your conversations, your media, your environment. Third, intention. During this reset, your thoughts are electric. Your heart is a transmitter. What you feel, you broadcast. What you believe, you invite. Be intentional with your energy. Declare who you are becoming. Infinity Beyond recommends simple but powerful rituals. Write a letter to your future self, sealed on July 15th. Meditate at sunrise or under the moonlight. Speak aloud what you are releasing and what you are calling in. Offer gratitude for everything that has ended, even the painful things. Because in truth, every ending now is making way for soul truth. The old programs, stories, and shadows are dissolving. What's left? Just you, the real you, unfiltered, unarmored, awake. Don't worry if you don't have all the answers. Don't worry if you feel tired, overwhelmed, or even unsure. That's natural during recalibration. Just keep choosing the present moment. Keep choosing truth over fear. You may be asked to step into a new path, a new relationship, a new level of responsibility. Say yes, even if it's uncomfortable. Say yes, because your soul remembers the agreement you made before you arrived here. This moment is part of that contract. And know that you are not alone. Even if the world feels divided, a silent network of light is awakening. Across countries, cultures, and languages, we are remembering together. We are aligning together. This is not the end. This is the unveiling, the return of the original blueprint. And July 2025 is the catalyst. So take a breath, ground yourself, stand under the sky and say, I'm ready, because you are. And the universe, no, the multiverse, is listening. This message was brought to you by Infinity Beyond, your cosmic companion in awakening. If this resonated, share it. Let the ripple expand. And remember, beautiful soul, you are not broken. You are breaking through.